The parable of the 10 young women, found in Matthew chapter 25, verses 1 to 13, is a powerful teaching by Jesus about being prepared for his second coming. The passage uses a wedding feast, a familiar setting in Jewish culture, to convey deep spiritual truths. In this parable, 10 young women, or bridesmaids, go out to meet the bridegroom, symbolizing Jesus. 5 of the women are described as wise, while the other 5 are labeled foolish, depending on their level of preparedness. Summary of the parable. The kingdom of heaven is compared to a wedding feast, where 10 young women are waiting for the bridegroom. 5 are prepared with extra oil for their lamps, while the other 5 are not. The bridegroom, representing Jesus, delays his coming, and the women fall asleep as they wait. At midnight, the bridegroom finally arrives, and the women are called to meet him. The wise women who have brought extra oil are able to light their lamps and go out to meet the bridegroom. However, the foolish women, realizing that their lamps are going out, ask the wise for oil. The wise women refuse, knowing that there isn't enough for everyone, and advise the foolish to buy oil for themselves. While the foolish women are out buying oil, the bridegroom arrives. The wise women who were prepared go into the wedding feast with him, and the door is shut. When the foolish women return and beg to be let in, the bridegroom replies, "I don't know you." Jesus concludes the parable with the warning, "Watch out then, because you do not know the day or the hour." The core lesson of the parable is spiritual preparedness. The wise women represent those who are vigilant and ready for Christ's return, symbolized by their extra oil. The oil represents faith, the Holy Spirit, or spiritual vitality that must be sustained over time. The foolish women, on the other hand, symbolize those who are negligent, unprepared, or who only practice faith superficially. The refusal of the wise women to share their oil with the foolish ones emphasizes that each person is responsible for their own spiritual state. No one can rely on someone else's faith or relationship with God when the time comes for judgment. Jesus emphasizes that no one knows the exact time of his return, so believers must always be ready. The midnight arrival of the bridegroom highlights that Christ will come unexpectedly, and only those who have prepared will be admitted into the kingdom. The parable also serves as a reminder to remain faithful and vigilant throughout life, not just during times of convenience. Just as the bridegroom was delayed, so too may the return of Christ seem distant, but it is certain. Faith must be sustained until the end, as the closing door represents the finality of judgment. In the modern context, this parable speaks directly to the lives of believers, especially those who may be growing complacent in their spiritual journey. It serves as a call to constantly seek God's will and maintain a relationship with him through prayer, devotion, and obedience. Many people today, including preachers, teachers, apostles, and prophets, might serve God only when it is convenient or advantageous for them. This parable is a reminder that God's servants must keep watch at all times because they do not know when Jesus will return. We must be like the wise women who took extra oil, symbolizing persistence and preparedness, always seeking to align our lives with God's will. Waiting on the Lord should be active, not passive. It involves prayer, dedication, and readiness, as demonstrated by the wise bridesmaids. Just as they were admitted to the wedding feast, so too will those who persevere in faith be welcomed into the eternal kingdom. Jesus' warning to watch out is a call for all believers to stay alert, for we do not know the exact moment when the bridegroom will arrive. In essence, believers must live with a sense of urgency and expectation, always prepared for the second coming of Christ. The parable of the 10 young women is a striking reminder of the importance of spiritual readiness. As we navigate our daily lives, we are encouraged to keep pushing forward, keep praying, and to remain vigilant until the very end or until the return of Jesus. Let us not be like the foolish bridesmaids who were caught off guard. Instead, we should strive to be constantly prepared, with our lamps filled and ready until the day we are called to the great wedding feast in heaven. Shalom.